Hello, I'm Irene Wu. This is such a wonderful conference. I'm so sorry to miss it in person. I'm a political scientist and an economist, and I teach here in Washington, D.C. at Georgetown University, and I also work at the U.S. Federal Communications Commission, although my remarks here reflect my own views only and not those of the Commission, its members, or its staff. Um, I just recently published a book called Measuring Soft Power in International Relations, where I use statistics on migration, international education, and travel to identify which countries attract the most interest from foreigners. So I have an interest in soft power, in cultural relations, and in different methods to describe and depict this kind of influence. And a couple weeks ago, I saw Dr. Grincheva's demonstration of the Hallyu global map. I'm so impressed with the volume of data that can be collected and displayed. It's a really innovative way to wrestle with large amounts of data and force them along lines of measurement, like by nation, within a nation, and over time. I'm sure there are many areas where there is original data, and I was particularly impressed that Dr. Grincheva's team was able to do things like uncover Hallyu fan groups on Facebook across so many countries. A map like this is especially useful for bringing together that kind of data. My main question would be is what conclusions can we draw from a map so full of so many different kinds of data? Probably the answer is that we have to identify specific research questions that can be answered, and that would force us to focus on just specific parts of the map or just specific types of data. Maybe an intermediate step that might be useful is some kind of list of what types of data are on the map. Some of that might be easy, because it's drawn from other organizations' data collections, and some of it might be harder or maybe more interesting because it's the original data collected, and that's what really makes it great. Another way I see the map is useful is if you can use it to compare data on specific events or issues to national or global statistics. For example, if foreign visitors come to a big music concert, you might be able to see where they traveled from, and then you can compare that data to total visitors to that country, and then see if that concert attracted visitors from different places or from basically the same places. Also, I think this kind of map can be useful for cultural institutions who are interested in understanding their global reach. This kind of map can be useful to store the data and display it easily. For example, if they have a particular program and visitors from these countries came, they can see that. Or if they have an online engagement, what were the responses from different countries. So thank you for the opportunity to make this intervention. I'm sure it's going to be a good discussion.